Hello, welcome to the channel and thanks for watching. And this is going to be a bit of a tongue-in-cheek video, but answers what I believe is the most asked question about the Death Guard. So why am I showing a Poxwalker sprue and talking about the Death Guard? Now this is the reason why. These three Space Marine parts on this Poxwalker sprue is what gets asked about all the time on Death Guard forums or on Instagram or various other times, because why have I got a Marine on my Poxwalker sprue that I haven't got all the parts for? Something along those lines. And then on those forums people will say, reset the clock, etc. Now the first clue is down at the bottom of the sprue there. I showed you a letter D. So why would there be a letter D on a single sprue? Because obviously now you buy the Poxwalkers in a single box. Well, this set starts to answer the questions. This is a Death Guard Chosen of Mortarion box set that you have to order online as a special order from Games Workshop web store. Now on this sprue, you're ordering it and you expect to find a Plague Marine Champion, a Noxious Blight Bringer, if I can say the word, and a Malignant Plague Caster. So you get those three models, all very nice, yeah, three characters, great. What's that got anything to do with the Poxwalkers? Well, on this sprue, you'll see at the bottom an E. It starts to build the picture, and you'll also see three parts of a Plague Marine that you don't need for the models that are on there, so a torso, an arm, and a helmet. And this starts to answer the question. And to answer this very, very quickly, simply put, back in 2017, when the 8th edition Warhammer 40,000 box set came out, there were two armies in that box set and the rulebook and everything as well. One of those armies was Death Guard. So the Death Guard army took over half of that released box set, and I think you've got some Plague Marines, you've got the models you see in here and the Poxwalkers. I think you've got a bloat drone. There may have been something else, but I think that might be it. Now, funny enough, back in the day, I didn't do Death Guard. I did buy that released box set and actually gave the Death Guard away to a friend because I had no interest in doing them, and then a couple of years later got heavily into Death Guard. So up until now, I haven't owned the contents of that box other than the Poxwalkers we just talked about. So I thought it'd be a bit of fun to pick up the Chosen Mortarion set, partly because I wanted to do them. I want to kind of get my Death Guard army a bit more complete, but also then I could do a cheesy tongue-in-cheek video like this by completing the one Space Marine from the Poxwalker set. And obviously if you watch the channel, you know I've got several sets of Poxwalkers, so I've got lots of this Space Marine. So I thought it'd be nice to have one fully built up, as he should be, and the rest I'll convert and I'll show on the channel kind of later on. So yeah, so that's where it's from. This guy is meant to be built up as part of the Plague Marine squad, and the reason you only get half a model on the Poxwalkers is that it was a full box that I don't really think they planned very well when they split it up into multiple boxes. Here he is. Quite a nice little Plague Marine, I think. Yeah, bulk armed, few mutations, spikes, tentacles, those kind of things, and will merge in quite nicely with the rest of your Plague Marines. So just show you drilling the barrel out, because well, why not? And that's been a controversial point. Do you drill your barrels or not? I do. I quite like to. And this is a new pin drill I picked up a few weeks ago because somehow I managed to lose the pin drill I've had for 15 years. And I thought I'd try something different on this model and actually put a smaller bit into the pin drill and drill out the barrel vent through the side. That's not something I always do, but I thought, why not? Bit of interest. Now, I'm not going to show the painting of this model on the channel today, because I've done Death Guard painting schemes for Basic Marines before, so you can check that out on the Death Guard playlist on the bottom if you want to, but I just thought it'd be a bit of fun to answer a cheesy question. Now, mounting the model, using a bit of super glue onto a base that I've made out of milliput with a green stuff world roller to make it match the rest of my army, and then a little blob of green stuff you can see there where I'm going to do like a bubble coming out of a pool of noxious goo that we're going to stick on. So you're now going to see the quickest paint scheme ever, transition into undercoat. I love undercoating in metallics. In this case I've undercoated from lead belcher, which is steel metallic. On the actual paint scheme I do for Death Guard, the original one that I did for the Marines, you can also undercoat in like a brass colour, it works just as well. But there's the nice model. I think it's a fantastic model. I think I've just answered a rather silly question, but I think it's one that's a bit of fun. So if you liked that, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.